with comedian Dave Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So, judging by the response I got from my religious phase episode, people are pretty keen on me reading the Bible, so I'm going to do that. I'm just looking at it now. It's pretty thick, and hold on, I'll open it somewhere random. And we'll see what it has to say, because it's a rough read. All right, I've just opened it randomly, and we're at Psalm 96. What is a psalm? Is that like poem in fucking Latin or something? Psalm. See, already I'm fucked. Psalm. So Psalm 96. Oh, sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to the Lord, bless his name. Proclaim the good news of his salvation from day to day. Is this a song? Declare his glory among the nations, his wonders among all peoples. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods, maybe I'm reading it wrong. I'm not exactly an evangelist here. For all the gods of the peoples are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are his sanctuary. Give to the Lord, O families of the peoples. Give to the glory and strength. There's more to it, but I think without context, that song isn't like the best. Alright, here's just another random bit. I will read this whole thing, but I'm just telling you, or I'm just explaining to you how difficult this read is going to be. So, this is 1 Kings 18:31. Elijah's Mount Carmel victory. That's strange because my wife actually went to Mount Carmel's Catholic college in India. Maybe it's a sign. Is it a sign? Alright, Elijah's Mount Carmel victory 20. So Ahab sent for all the children of Israel. This must be the Jew part of the book. And gathered the prophets together on Mount Carmel. And Elijah came to all the people and said, how long will you falter between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal, what's Baal? Follow him. Someone sent me a message today recommending a Bible app because he's like, if you don't understand this symbology to all this sort of shit, symbolism, it doesn't make sense. So he's like, get on that and you'll understand it. Baal is probably one of those things. But the people answered him not a word. Then Elijah said to the people, I alone am left a prophet of the Lord, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Therefore, let them give us 2 bulls. And let them choose 1 bull for themselves. Cut it in pieces and lay it on the wood, but put no fire under it, and I will prepare the other bull and lay it on the wood, but put no fire under it. Then you call on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord, and the God who answers by fire, he is God. So all the people answered and said, it is well spoken. Ooh, what happens here when no bull is cooked by no fire? Something's got to happen here, otherwise it wouldn't be in the Bible. There's got to be some fire. Someone's Lord has to answer this. I like how they talk in the Bible sometimes, though. It is well spoken. Now Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, Baal must be like a competition god or something like that. He's the one we all forgot about. Now Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, "Choose one bull for yourselves and prepare it first. For you are many, and call on the name of your God, but put no fire under it." So they took the bull which was given them, and they prepared it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even till noon, saying, "O Baal, hear us." But there was no voice, no one answered. Then they leaped about the altar which they had made. And so it was at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, "Cry aloud, for he is a God. Either he is meditating, or he is busy, or he is on a journey, or perhaps he is sleeping and must be awakened." So they cried aloud and cut themselves, as was their custom, with knives and lances, until the blood gushed out of them. What the fuck? Early cutters, early emos. I just want to feel. And when midday was past, they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice. But there was no voice, no one answered, no one paid attention. Then Elijah said to all the people, "Come near to me." All right, fucking let's take this seriously. Come near to me. So all the people came near to him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, to whom the word of the Lord had come, saying, "Israel shall be your name." Then with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he made a trench around the altar large enough to hold 2 seahs of seed. And he put the wood in order, cut the bull in pieces, and laid it on the wood, and said, "Fill your water pots with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice on the wood." Then he said, "Do it a second time." And they did it a second time. And he said, "Do it a third time." And they did it a third time. So the water ran all around the altar, and he also filled the trench with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, "Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known this day that you are God in Israel, and I am your servant, and that I have done all these things at your word. Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that you are the Lord God, and that you have turned their hearts back to you again." Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and it licked up the water that was in the trench. Now when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, "The Lord, he is good. The Lord, he is God. The Lord, he is God." And Elijah said to them, "Seize the prophets of Baal. Do not let one of them escape." So they seized them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon, and executed them there. Jesus Christ, Elijah. You proved your point. Did you need to kill them as well? They were just a couple of dudes trying to fucking hustle their God. They didn't know your God was the one true God. Is it all going to be like that? Is it all just going to be people executing people for like random shit? I don't know if I fully believe Elijah's shit caught on fire either. How about that? I feel like he was using some fucking kerosene or whale blubber or whatever the fuck they used back then. And he had some shifty shyster fucking lighting it when no one was looking. Anyway, there's the Bible. I'm doing it. I'm going to start from the very beginning. What is the beginning again? Genesis. The history of creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Oh yeah, that's the beginning. My God, it's so many pages. It's over 700 pages. Jesus. Anyway, that's my new task. I'll be reading the Holy Bible. I'll be taking notes, I'll be highlighting sections, and I'll be asking questions. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Boyle's Bible study. That'll do for today, and I'll see ya the fuck later.